Giving credit will not save your channel. You can tag the creator, you can link the original video, you can shout them out in your description, and still get hit with a copyright claim. Sometimes it's a strike, sometimes your video gets blocked, sometimes your money is gone before you ever see it. Here's the truth. Credit is good manners, but it is not a legal shield, and it is not one of the 4 fair use factors. In this episode, we're breaking down why credit feels powerful, but won't protect you when copyright systems come for your content. Welcome to Favu Studio. Let's decode this. I'm the voice of fair use, and this series is all about real-life copyright problems creators actually face on YouTube, TikTok, and beyond. Today we're asking a simple question. Is giving credit enough to keep your content safe? Short answer, no. Longer answer, it depends on how you use someone else's content and whether your video truly transforms it. So in this episode, we'll break down what credit really does, what fair use actually looks at, and 3 practical ways to protect your channel before you hit upload. Let's start with the belief a lot of creators have. If I give credit, I'm safe. You see it everywhere. Credit to the owner. Original creator linked below. Go follow them. This isn't my content. It feels respectful, it feels honest, and it feels like you're doing the right thing. So it's natural to think, if I'm not pretending it's mine and I'm shouting them out, why would copyright be a problem? Here's the issue. Copyright law does not ask, did you tag the creator? Fair use does not ask, did you paste their @ in the description? You can be completely transparent, clearly say, this is their work, and still be using it in a way that isn't protected as fair use. That's why so many creators are shocked. They give credit, they link the original, and the claim still hits. In the eyes of copyright, credit is about manners. Fair use is about how you use the content and what impact your use has. In the next scene, we're going to separate those two. What credit actually does and what fair use actually looks at. If credit isn't what decides fair use, what does? Fair use is based on 4 big questions. Not vibes, not tags. 4 factors. Number 1, how are you using the content? Are you transforming it with commentary, criticism, education, parody? Or are you just letting the original video carry your video? Number 2, what kind of work are you using? Is it something highly creative like music, movies, and shows? Or something more factual like news, reports, or basic information? Number 3, how much are you using? Are you using short necessary clips and screenshots? Or are you using the heart of their work, the part people actually come to see? Number 4, what effect does your video have on their bag? Does your upload replace the need to watch theirs? Or are you adding so much new value that people still have a reason to go back to the original? No single factor controls everything. Courts look at all 4 together, and the answer is rarely a simple yes or no. But here's the key for creators. Credit is not one of those factors. It can't fix a video that re-uploads too much, copies the most important parts, or takes views away from the original. In the next scene, we'll take this framework and apply it to real creator situations where people gave credit and still got claimed. Let's plug this into real creator situations. Example 1, a reaction video. A creator plays a 5-minute stretch of someone else's video. Their face is on screen. They laugh a little, they add a few quick comments, and in the description they write, credit to the original creator, go follow them. They feel safe because they were honest. But look at the 4 factors. The original video is still doing most of the work. A big chunk of it is used, and a lot of viewers will watch the reaction instead of the original. So even with credit, the use is weak on transformation, heavy on amount, and risky on market harm. Result, copyright claim, sometimes a strike. Credit did not save them. Example 2, a vlog with a trending song. A creator films a day in their life, drops a popular track under the whole video, and writes in the description, I do not own the rights to this music. All credit to the artist. They think the disclaimer protects them. But again, look at the factors. It is a highly creative work. They use almost the entire song, and people could listen to that track through this vlog instead of a licensed stream. So the music owner can claim the video, take the ad revenue, or block it completely. The credit line changes 0 of that. Example 3, a story time with screenshots. A creator tells a messy situation and reads someone's entire long post on screen. They scroll slowly, they show every word, and they say, credit to the original poster. Their link is in the description. They did give credit, but they also used the heart of that person's work. Almost all of it, in a way that replaces the need to read the original post, so the upload is still vulnerable to a copyright claim, no matter how polite the credit is. Here's the pattern. In all three examples, credit is there. But the real problem is how much is used, how it is used, and whether it competes with the original. That is what fair use looks at, not whether you wrote credit to the owner. In the next scene, we will flip it. We will look at ways to use clips and screenshots that actually build a stronger fair use argument before you ever hit upload. So if credit doesn't equal fair use, does that mean you should stop giving it? No. Credit still matters, just not in the way most creators think. Credit is about three things: respect, transparency, and receipts. Respect, because you're not pretending someone else's work is yours. Transparency, because your viewers know where the original came from. And receipts, because if someone accuses you of stealing in bad faith, your credit line shows you were open about your source. But here's the key. Credit is support, not a shield. The real protection comes from how you build the video itself. Stronger move number 1, make your message the main event and the clip the supporting actor. That means commentary, criticism, or education, doing the heavy lifting, not the original video carrying your content. Pause the clip, break it down, explain what's happening, add context your audience would never get from the original alone. Stronger move number 2, use less than you think you need. Short clips, short screenshots, just the parts that are necessary for your point to make sense. If you don't need the whole song, don't use the whole song. If you don't need the whole post, don't read the whole post on screen. Stronger move number 3, stop replacing the original. Ask yourself, after watching my video, would people still have a reason to go back to the source? If your upload gives away all the value of the original, fair use gets weaker and copyright risk gets stronger. Now we plug credit back in. You still name the creator, link the original, and say clearly that you're responding to their work. Not because that magically makes it fair use, but because it shows you are not hiding your source and you are adding something new on top of it. So the real formula is not credit equals fair use. The real formula is transformative use plus limited, necessary material plus credit for transparency. That is a much stronger position than just credit to the owner under a near re-upload. In the next scene, we'll turn this into a quick on-screen checklist you can screenshot and keep next to you before you hit upload. Let's turn everything we just talked about into a simple checklist you can run before you hit upload. Question 1, is my message the main event, or is there content still carrying my video? If the original video, audio, or post is doing most of the work, fair use is weak, no matter how big my credit line is. Question 2, did I actually transform it? Did I add commentary, criticism, education, or a new point of view? Or did I mostly watch, replay, or read it with a few reactions on top? Question 3, how much did I really use? Did I keep it to short necessary clips and small portions of screenshots? Or did I use long stretches, the best parts, or almost the entire thing? Question 4, would someone still need the original? After watching my video, does the audience still have a reason to go back to the source? If my upload gives away all the value of the original, that's a red flag. Question 5, did I give clear credit? Did I name the creator, link the original, and make it obvious that I'm responding to their work? Not as a magic shield, but as transparency and respect. Here's the pattern. If the answer is yes to transformation, limited use, and not replacing the original, credit becomes a strong support. If the answer is no to those, and I'm basically re-uploading their work, credit will not save me. Use this checklist before every remix, reaction, or receipt video. Your goal is simple. Build something new on top of their work, not just ride on it, and then give credit as the final layer, not the only protection. In the final part of this episode, we'll wrap it up and give you one line you can remember every time you feel tempted to think, giving credit is enough. This. If you remember nothing else from this episode, remember this. Credit is respect. Fair use is protection. They are not the same thing. You can tag, you can link, you can shout out the original creator, and still get claimed if your video isn't truly transforming their work. So before you upload, make your message the main event. Keep what you use short and necessary, don't replace the original, and then give credit as the final layer, not the only defense. I'm Favuse Studio, the voice of fair use. If this helped you see credit differently, like the video, drop a comment with the next fair use question you want decoded, and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this fair use in real life series at Voice of Fair Use. Creators protection, every upload,